Hello. Yeah, I'm a little bit better today. So let's get started. So we are going to make some Asian sloppy joes. I know, mind-blowing. Right? That's what I'm saying. So let's head over to the stove. It's very simple, very easy. There are a lot of ingredients though. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to get my pork going. So to my pan, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sesame oil. Okay, then we're gonna add our pork. Break it up a little bit before we add our seasoning. Okay, now that we've got that started, we're gonna add our onion, and I have about a half of an onion. Okay, then we're gonna add about a tablespoon or about 3 cloves of garlic. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have about a pound of pork in here. We're gonna add about a teaspoon of ground ginger, add some black pepper and some salt. Now I don't wanna go too heavy with the salt, because when we put our sauce together in this pan with the pork, I don't want to over salt it. Plus, if I need to, I can always add some more. All right, so our pork is done. Let's go ahead and start building our sauce. So I turned my heat down to about medium-low, give or take. And then we're gonna add about a half a cup of ketchup. Okay, then we're gonna add about a half a cup of hoisin sauce, about a couple dashes, maybe a teaspoon of lime juice. We're gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. We're gonna add about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. We're gonna add a tablespoon of rice vinegar. We're gonna add about a tablespoon of mirin. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Okay, then we're gonna add another tablespoon of ginger. Then we're gonna add about a half teaspoon of sesame oil. Okay, give that a good stir. We're gonna add a little bit more ketchup and a little bit more hoisin sauce. Excellent. So I'm gonna cover this, kind of let it reduce a little bit, let it thicken up, and then we'll have our sloppy joes ready. But in the meantime, while we wait, let's make our Asian slaw. All right, so for this Asian slaw, I don't need to make a whole lot because I'm one person. But this should be more than enough for actually probably 2 people. But let's go ahead. I got some cabbage mix. And for this, I'm probably going to use a cup of this cabbage mix. Now the reason why I'm using so much for one person is because when you dress it, it will kind of not shrink down, but it will kind of clump together a little bit. And so you want to put a little bit more than you think you need, because then it will shrink down a lot. Okay, then I'm going to add about a teaspoon of sesame oil, about a teaspoon of pepper, about a half teaspoon of ginger, about a tablespoon of rice wine, about a teaspoon of salt, about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And yes, there is a difference. For this, I'm gonna just chop probably about a 1/4 cup of this green onion. But I wanna try and chop it as thin as I possibly can. Kind of break up the big pieces that your knife misses. Okay, about a 1/4 cup of that. Okay, and then about a nice hefty 1/4 cup of mayo. Okay, set up, okay. And then you want to try and leave this in your fridge for about half an hour to an hour at least, to let it kind of mellow and marinate in the flavors. You can also add sesame seeds to this. I'm not a huge fan. I got sesame seed buns for this. They kind of get stuck in my teeth. But yeah, if you want to, you can add probably about a tablespoon of sesame seeds to this. But I'm going to wrap this up and throw it in our fridge. Our pork smells fantastic. It's just about done, and we'll build a sandwich. All right. That looks quite yummy. I'd say it's sandwich time. All right. I'm so excited. Smells good. All right. I got some sesame seed buns. Now, if you want, you can toast these. I've found that when it comes to sloppy joes, toasting them actually makes them worse. I don't understand why. It's kind of weird. I didn't think that was possible. But I've tried toasting hamburger buns before, and it's like it doesn't soak the sloppy joe mix, and so it doesn't hold together very well, which is odd. I've tried it before and it just doesn't. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. But sesame seed bun. And I got our delicious pork meat. And I let this go for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. just so that the sauce kind of reduces a little bit and it's not so runny. Not that it's Sloppy Joe and it's in the name, but you get what I'm saying, okay? And then we got our coleslaw. Now, another thing is, I definitely don't normally put coleslaw on a Sloppy Joe, but it might have to be something I try in the future. All right, but there you have it, an Asian Sloppy Joe. I'm excited. Let's try it out. It smells good. It smells amazing. It smells delicious. Yay! All right. Ooh, boy. Now, can I pick it up? That is the real MVP question. Oh, yeah. I don't think you're doing it right if it's not making a mess before you pick it up, by the way. Not after you've taken a bite. No. If it's not half on your plate by the time you try and pick this up, it's not a Sloppy Joe. I don't care what flavors are in it. Oh, it's so messy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. Oh, yeah. Got a little bit on my face. Wow. This is... hot. Ow. It's dripping on my hand. Ow. Well, the experience is a 10 out of 10. The taste is a 9 out of 10. This isn't like the most perfect Sloppy Joe I've ever had, but for being like out there and adventurous, pretty good. It's not horribly sweet. It's kind of tangy from the vinegar. The slaw adds a nice crunch and a nice, cool, refreshing taste. If this doesn't say Sloppy Joe, I don't know what. I got nothing for you. This is like the look right now. I don't think I have enough napkins in the world to fix this mess. And the green onions in the slaw add a nice bite to it, to be honest. I was gonna add it into the pork, but because of the onions that are cooked with the pork, the green onions make a nice touch with the coleslaw. I tell you what, this is just one attractive look right now. But like I said, if you're not making a mess with a Sloppy Joe, then you're not doing it right, okay? That is facts right there. I'd say quite the success. But I'm gonna clean up before I finish this video though. I know I got a little bit left on my plate, which is really disappointing. I'm just kidding. But there you have it, an Asian Sloppy Joe. And I must say, that was really good. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a classic manwich, but this is actually really good. So, for someone that just kind of thought of something on the fly right now, yeah, this is really good. But there you have it, Asian Sloppy Joe. If you like this video, again, make sure you share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification button. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Tell me how I did. Tell me what you would do differently, maybe. I don't know, maybe there's something I missed. But, as always, guys, peace out.